Ready? I think he's extremely sideways. Everybody,
That
welcome
wasn't even
Mike.
me.
Oh, welcome Mike. There he is. Hey! Welcome to Extremely Sideways. We got a new person. Maybe he'll stay.
Hi.
Probably not, because this show sug.
Welcome, Mike. First time extreme, 5 times sideways. Thank you
There's-
for coming to the show.
And we, of course, we got the
Thank you,
Extreme
thank
J.
you.
And Narum got sent to the Gulag again. Maybe
Again.
Again, yeah. He keeps doing crimes. I'll never get him back.
We tried to tell him to stop, but then we told him about the show this
I
year.
said, hey-
or this episode.
I said, hey, do you want to watch RVD Big Show? And then you just hear the door shut, and you're like, oh, okay. Great. Sweet. But Paul Heyman's here.
Paul Heyman is indeed
He's
here.
very on an angle. He's on the Z-axis, and he said, you know what, I'm really happy that RVD's still our ECW champion. We got to celebrate that. And then some big fucker comes in. He's like,
Big Show.
Paul's like, come on, man, you
Big Show
can't
wanting
be
his match.
Big Show. You can't be coming in here. He's like,
You
the
promised me a match.
I gotta say though, in between all the that Big Show did look pretty menacing because of that camera angle. Even
That's
though,
why they did it.
like he actually looked fucking gigantic, and yeah, as Mike said, in between all the it was like I want championship.
Give me championship.
You promised me. You promised match. You promised.
Why was he acting like
And then
this? He wasn't acting like
You
this
can't
on
remember
Raw.
the camera angle though, like with the camera angle, just with how like the older shoots are, the shadow, like the shading of the shoulders and all that stuff, made it to look like where his shoulders were bloody, even though they weren't, just because of the angle and
Yeah,
the
he
quality
was-
of the camera.
He was spray tanned
It was-
up and sweating.
Someone would say he was trying to look extreme.
He's
but-
very extreme.
But if you know Big Show like how I know Big Show is not very extreme.
So, as I said on the SmackDown video that you will watch in the future, this is filmed a different day than SmackDown. So this crowd is all ECW to the bone. They don't care about anything else. They showed up for their guys. And let's run down a little bit of dark matches that we don't get to watch, because fuck us. So Roadkill actually won a match against Tony Mamaluke. That's cool, I guess.
Oh,
CM Punk debuted in a dark match against C.W. Anderson. Yeah, where's he been? Okay.
wait, hold on, hold
Defeated
on.
him. Yeah, I know.
Wait,
Yep.
wait.
Yep. Sabu defeated Stevie Richards in a dark match. That's where he's just relegated to dark matches now. And then Tommy Dreamer defeated Just Incredible. So
Wait,
that's what the crowd
so
got to see beforehand.
There's like a shit ton of ECW in that.
Yes.
And we get like fucking tested out snow.
We
What?
Yes, because we're all testicles here. We'll get to that.
But
But for now, we got to go real extreme because we got Kelly now. Not Kelly. She's gone. We got Kelly.
she got her last name in the divorce between Raw and ECW back.
Is that true?
And it's true. Reporting right here on the ground for you, Ty. And on top of it, she is ready for another show. Kicking
It's
it
all
off.
American. It's the 4th of
All
July. We're in
American.
Wachovia Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
City of brotherly love, city of hot dogs and chili steaks. None for the Miz.
And breasts, of course.
And Kelly
And breasts, of
American
course,
flag
yeah.
tete.
Yeah, she really
Yeah.
she really went all in. She had her glass chair. I don't know what that was about. She kicks that away. She goes, I don't need that.
Very
She-
very
Part for me there,
pathetically
the most
too.
memorable part.
She turns
What's
around.
the kick? Yeah.
I'll be the Nico of the episode. She takes off the bra, bam,
Which is a flag.
and just sort of
Just
no.
reveals the
She
pasties.
did it
Reveals
behind.
the pasties.
Yeah, and she just stands there for like a minute, and everyone goes okay, and the Pussycat Dolls are playing, and this is very stupid. This is awkward. Again, but the crowd, this is all ECW, so they're going crazy.
I put that it kind of reminds me of like in those like comedy skits or comedy movies when like the mom's trying to dance sexy. You know what I'm saying?
I'll show you how
And
to
it-
crumb,
and it-
sweetie pie.
And it's just so purposely uncomfortable. Like it feels as though every time she does it, every time we're subjected to seeing her do this, which has been every show now.
And then the legend
It
himself
seems-
shows up, Mike Knox.
Yes.
He says, "Get rid of this," and the crowd
He
goes
comes
fucking
in, grabs the
ballistic.
flag. Crowd had said a million things to him when he got to his match, but what I don't understand, Tyler, is why he took her to the back, and then he went to the back, and then we stayed silent for like 30 seconds, and then his music came back on for him
Well,
to come immediately
so
back out.
so how it works is, as Vince did like on Raw, he got made fun of so badly, and he said, "Can you guys play my music so I can leave?" So in this universe, to be invited out, your music has to play. To leave, the music has to play. You cannot come out. You come out to interfere without music, that's fine. But if he has a match, he's got to go back and do the music again. That's just how it works.
I think that's wild. I feel like it would have just made a lot better sense if the music hit, he made her go to the back, and then he just continued his match. Like it just felt like a pace breaker.
Yeah, he went in the back and said, "You stay there. You stay there, little woman. Do not move.
You stop being an exhibitionist.
You stop stripping. I do not like
Former
that."
politician. Oh my God, what's his name? I can't remember his name now. Joey Styles?
That's me. I'm former politician Joey Styles. You mean Jesse Ventura?
And Jesse Ventura. Where the fuck is Joey Styles? Former politician Jesse Ventura and Taz are out there. You're embarrassing me in front of them on 4th of July.
That's true. But then we get a pretty dog shit match. You got little Guido in there. They don't call him Little
Guido.
No more. He ain't Little no more. He's just Guido.
Yeah, he's just Guido.
And Mike Knox tried really hard to make this match work. Guido was selling the best he could. This crowd automatically hated this match. They're telling the crowd to shut the fuck up.
That Mike sucks cock.
Mike sucks cock. Everything that you could imagine. You can't wrestle.
I thought it was Knox sucks.
Knox sucks cock. That's right.
Knox cock sucks.
That's
or
correct.
Mike, was it Knox sucks dick, and then it
Knox
was
sucks dick. Knox sucks dick.
Still cock sock. They just did nothing but berate this guy.
They were
entire fucking match. They were he had heat on him coming out there getting rid of them American titties.
There was a sign in the crowd that said RVD and Sabu are the real Highlanders, and that RVD and Sabu did nothing wrong, which is crazy. That it was like a couple days later from their arrest that they're doing this shit.
Yeah, because they both got it for possession, right? Like Sabu had pills and stuff.
Sabu had pills
and
paraphernalia, and RVD had the weed. And so WWE said, "Fuck you, Rob. How could you do this to us? If you had steroids, it'd be different."
Yeah, come on, dude. Get with it.
So, yeah, Mike Knox hits a little spinny move, spins him around, and just kills him. And that's it. Mike Knox gets the dub. Crowd gives him the go fuck himself. This is awful. Poor Mike. He's dead before he died.
He did. He was dead on arrival, and I feel like everyone was ready for Kelly. No, I'm sorry. But then I think everyone got excited for the Kelly stuff just because everyone wanted to hate on Mike Knox. Which is like fair. I mean, for what it's worth, the gimmick that he's given, he's really the only person that's getting some form of actual like heat.
Well,
on the show,
you take your you go family time. You go, I want to take my kid to SmackDown, and then you have to be subjected to ECW. So then you're just confused while little Timmy stares, and you go, God damn, what is this? Why did I take my kid here? This whole crowd just came for ECW. So they're fucking horny, they're loud, and angry that you took their titties away from them. This is the new breed, Jay. This is the new breed. Mike slammed his fists on the desk and said, damn it.
No, I was genuinely mad.
Yeah, fuck Mike Knox, dude. Angry.
He's the goat. Then we cut to, what was it?
RVD?
It was just straight to RVD, right? With Paul Heyman still in the same weird void area, which I'm guessing is supposed to be the merch table, but they just have like a couple of shirts just like stapled up on the.
They just keep putting Rob in these weird positions.
They are, and this one was really weird, and not only that, I felt like compared to all the other promos that we've had in the past, this one also just kind of felt off. Like this ECW definitely felt different from the other ones that we've gotten. And granted, I get it because it's Philly.
Because all right, so he lost the title to Edge yesterday, so now he's got to be, in another title match, and he's just depressed, man. He's like, I want to fight. I'm a good guy. I'm a good champion. And Paul's like, you don't have to do this, dude.
It did
That's the
seem
name of the channel.
like in the promo, like they were trying to just get, like Rob was just trying to get it over with.
Yeah, just
You know what I
fuck
mean?
it. Yeah, because he's gonna be gone for a while. Who knows? Like, get me out of here,
Right.
dude.
What did you think, Mike?
I honestly don't have an opinion on this part.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
He
Fair
doesn't know the
enough.
context.
Not a whole much. I mean,
Wait a
like,
minute.
Yeah, it's just 5 seconds.
Who the fuck is this? We got father.
Huh?
We got a priest here,
Oh my God, yeah.
and he's like, "Hey, I hate how bad this show is. It is disgusting. It is filth.
It made me think of
We're all sinners who will burn in hell.
out there wearing the Reverend Devon outfit,
This is crap."
screaming at everybody.
And he just goes off
And of
about
course-
Philly being disgusting, all the fun stuff, all the good stuff. And this is just Macho Libre, by the way. The Macho Libre.
Is it the same guy?
It's the same guy, yes.
No way.
Tony DeVito. Just
Oh wow.
you were just on
Mike-
2 weeks ago, and so here's your present for coming back. Sandman comes back out, and he kills that guy. He spanks him
Again.
with a cane over and over and over. And I swear, like as you,
to the keto stick.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he just fucking smacked the crap out of him, and he was trying to leave. He was like flopping over the railing, and then like he went for the fences and hit him in the dick, dude. I swear.
There
It
was
all
no
ball,
mercy for this
all
guy.
ball.
For what it's worth, though, this guy's doing enough gimmicky, jokey stuff to get Sandman over. But I still don't get how we're in like the 4th week and he still hasn't had like a match. And now he's not coming out to enter Sandman. Like it's still just like this generic crap. It just still feels like the weird obligatory. It's ECW. We gotta have Sandman. Him coming out and still doing the same shit over and
This
over
is the
again.
4th time in a row.
You could, if with enough well done editing, just change out this segment for the one of Macho Libre,
Yeah,
and no one would even notice.
Exactly.
And no one would even fucking notice.
And Sandman was already bleeding, or like he had a pretty nasty scar on his head. It said,
Yeah.
"Fuck it, I want to bleed tonight," and he smashed the beer on his head.
As always.
That segment's
Just
over.
made the blood spill over his face.
So disgusting. We're backstage. RVD goes in the Big Show's locker room and says, "Fuck you, bitch! I'm gonna beat your ass, Big Show." Big Show's like,
Gives him a good smack too,
I'm
for what
gonna
it's
beat your
worth.
ass. Oh.
And and for a second, it looked like after the smack that Big Show's eye was already kind of swelling. Maybe that was just like the shadows.
He hit him
But
hard.
did you guys notice that too?
He hit him.
Dude, he fucking walloped him.
He was
man.
mad that he lost his WWE championship, man.
He saw Vince McMahon right in front of him when he made that slap.
Fuck you, Vince. I'm Rob Van Dam.
I'll
Paul
smoke
Heyman.
whatever
This is
pot
actually
I
a good
got.
idea. He catches him in the hallway again, and he's just like, "It's good." And Paul pleads with him still. Do not. All right, I guess I'll let it happen.
Yeah,
All right,
it's-
sure.
I don't know. It still feels very weird. I guess it's an idea of like pride. I think is the idea that's supposed to get across. Like
I don't know
RVD
why.
wants to have this pride.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It just doesn't really work. And for me, I don't think it works. Just
Why Big Show?
mainly exactly.
Where's Kurt?
I just don't get it. Where's Kurt Angle? I would even take Sabu as honestly,
Oh no,
just
Sabu.
because-
Sabu was also doing drugs. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. So he's out of that picture. But I mean, give him Sandman. Like, why didn't Sandman just show
Sandman?
up?
He looks like a zombie, so they don't want to do nothing with that.
But that's perfect for sci-fi. They wanted zombies.
Come on.
Well, you don't want actual arms coming off? Like, come on.
Yeah, if the Sandman decides to be champ, like he has like 1 10-minute match, he's just gonna fall apart and break. We don't want that.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
guess.
content. That's content.
Yeah,
I feel like Vince would have loved that.
Vince could have loved it.
Vince would have been
And
like,
then,
"Oh, good shit."
We go from that disaster to another walking disaster as we got all natty. Test. He's back, baby. He's definitely not on steroids. He definitely doesn't have the biggest titties of the whole show. There's no way. Stop.
Dude, his nipples were inverted into himself.
He looks so bad. I feel so
Yeah.
like it's embarrassing. The crowd starts chanting at him, "You take steroids." I don't recall any time anyone's got called out for steroids that often. Like,
not like that.
not
man.
like that.
Not so
Immediately.
vocal.
Of course, you're like, okay, so who's Test gonna fight? Al Snow? Hello?
Ow!
He gets his first singles match of the.
You
Of
bring
ECW?
Test back to WWE in Extreme Championship Wrestling, and the first opponent you give him is
Al Snow?
Al.
Who?
Al?
Who's Al?
With head,
Yeah, with that, of course.
of course.
Well, what do you
With
want?
head.
By the time we talked about this, Test already threw him again. He spun him around just like how Mike Knox did and beat him. So I guess everyone's got the F5 move now.
I had gotten up to like grab a snack or something like from upstairs, and then I came back down into the basement to watch the match, and the bell had already rang. Like it felt like it was done and over so quick.
Yeah, I mean, Test and Mike Knox are like prototypically and genetically like the same type of character. So seeing 2 squash matches in a row
Yeah.
where they're both big booting and throwing people around, it's kind of weird. It's very bizarre.
Nothing very dynamic either, and
No.
and I would argue not a really extreme show.
It's not very extreme, no. Did they
It's-
did they
it's
make it
make-
Extreme Rules for the night? I think it was Extreme. Yeah, it's Extreme Rules main event, so we got that at least.
But I thought we had like solidified from previous shows that every
Huh?
like ECW match is Extreme Rules because it's ECW. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
They're like,
I mean,
fuck it, Big Show.
yeah.
Big Show has no traction. We're gonna have to put the chairs in that match.
Yeah, we got to make it extreme, dude. We're losing the plot. Well,
It's sad. It's sad, especially after you're talking about the dark matches that came on. That this is what we were left with. I feel like they were supposed to film what we were talking about, like the dark matches, and then like someone in the back realized that none of the cameras were rolling.
yeah, they just
They're
forgot.
like, "Fuck! I guess we'll get the back end. I guess we'll just get this."
This show was fine up to this point. It was just kind of like a lot of just plodding along, and then it became the worst show of the week. Because now we got the debut of Redacted. I'm not talking about him. Anyone else wants to bring him up, they can. I hate this fucker. You know it's CM Punk.
I'm good.
You know it's Cum Punk.
Yeah, I do love CM Punk.
I love CM Punk.
You don't want to talk about the vampire? It's sitting outside.
Huh? He's out there? Ah, he spit on
The
me.
vampire.
Ah, he spit
He's
on me.
spitting on you. He's spitting everywhere. He's spitting on the camera.
Who was that guy, Cole? I mean Joey Styles. Who was that guy, Styles? It's Vampire Jones.
It's fucking annoying. Is this the same vampire that came up from last week? Is it the same Vampire Jones?
Yes.
Do you recall?
Yeah, it's Kevin Thorne. Yeah, they won't let him in because he hasn't been invited in, so he's just kind of got to sit outside until they
Yeah,
let him
you're
in.
right. 'Cause
Paul
he's a
Heyman's got to go out there and go.
vampire.
Yeah, they don't want to let him in.
There's not a whole lot I guess you can really say right now for the introduction of CM Punk. I'm interested in who he is. You know, he makes it very clear who he is. He's drug free. He's straight edge. He's better than us. And I'm
Mister, I don't
excited.
do drugs.
I'm excited
addicted
for
to
him.
Wrestling.
That's pretty much
Mainly
it.
because I just know who he is now, right? I will say for the coming weeks when ECW or when it finally shows CM Punk on our screens, I think those are probably going to be our highlight matches. Not watching any of WWE ECWs except for the show. That's my hope. That's my prediction. Will that happen though? Probably not. I guess it really depends on who he's going to compete against.
Yeah, I'm good. They can keep it. They can double it up and send it to TNA. I don't want it. I'm a hater. I'm a hater for real. So like, this
Wait,
shit-
you're for real? Like
Yes,
CM
I'm not.
Punk
You think
hater?
I'm joking? You think I'm joking?
Why?
I went to
Why do you hate
SummerSlam this
CM
year.
Punk?
I went to SummerSlam this year, and the Drew match, I just walked out on. I came back after. I ain't
You're
watching
kidding me.
that. I missed the whole
hurt.
match.
I'm hurt.
Oh, I'm the biggest hater of CM Punk.
Why?
You know, I think his work speaks for himself. That could
like
if I start, I won't stop, and I feel like this will be longer than it has to be. We'll get to an actual
Fair
match,
enough.
and then we can go into how bad he is.
Okay, I'm counting on it. I'm counting on.
We'll keep it.
when the fans will know which episode of ECW CM Punk showed up because it'll be a 2-hour show and it's just Tyler shit talking CM Punk.
with like notes and stuff. You're gonna be like, how did you get so thorough?
It's the most articulate we've ever been on the show.
I got bullet points.
He actually set up a whole presentation. It'll be the first visual show as well, completely.
That's how it works. Yeah. You know what?
So anyway,
Main event time already.
main event time already, man. It feels like we had just started not too long ago. Time flies when we're having fun, right, Mike?
E.
Yeah. Get
Mike,
us into this main
Mike,
event.
what'd you think about it? No, I want Mike's opinion on the match first before I delve into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the big match. Like, what'd you think about it? You don't have to delve into like specifics, but just like.
I mean, this is just from like a point of view of like just seeing from the outside kind of thing. But the factor of like having someone like the Big Show against RVD. I mean, the weight classes are completely different. I don't really genuinely appreciate that. Like, it's kind of like underdog going up against big dog in a way, and I just don't feel like it's a fair match. That's just my opinion. I feel like the match was drawn out.
Oh, it went so fucking long. It was like 18
God.
minutes long, I think.
Yes.
Like,
it was close.
It should have ended so much quicker than it did.
Especially since it was like Extreme Rules, like so it was like in favor of RVD. He's the champ, so he's supposed to be even stronger than Big Show, and Big Show really just dominated the entire 18 minutes.
Yeah.
It was kind of sad to watch.
It was really just because RVD got in trouble, so now they're going to make him look like as bad as possible.
I was trying, when watching this episode, trying to be a fan, like, in the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying, like, and I'm not saying, like, one of the wrestling fans who was able to, like, learn about shit that was happening with dirt sheets and stuff, because I'm sure that stuff was out already about Sabu, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, as someone who didn't follow that stuff, you got tickets, you were excited for the show, you're going to see RVD, main event, and then you come into the crowd, into this arena, and that's what you see for your whole show. And then that 20-minute main event, I don't know what I would have done. I don't think I would have ever come back to any of this.
Well, it's like, imagine, like, yeah, Mike, so you didn't watch Raw, obviously, so they were building up a tag team match that was supposed to be Rob Van Dam and a tag team partner versus John Cena, a tag team partner, and Edge and a tag team partner. Because it was supposed to be a triple threat for the title at Saturday Night's Main Event. But that whole arrest happened, and so they were like, okay, why don't we switch it? And then RVD cuts like the most depressing promo. It's like he does not want to be there. He's just kind of upset because he knows what's going to happen. He's like, I want to fight all three of you tonight. And then he loses. And he during that match, Jay, you watched the match, right? The triple threat?
Yeah.
How much was he into that match? It seemed
like
he was like barely punching and kicking. Like
it was definitely a lot of Edge and Cena just taking over a lot of the show.
He did not want to be there. He knew it was going to happen. He was not happy about it. And like it bled into tonight because he knew both his belts are going. And as you know, as the spoiler it is, the Big Show is now the ECW champion. Awooga. And the crowd
fucking L.
And I haven't seen the crowd that pissed off in so damn long. I guess I could also tell you that Paul Heyman did turn on Rob as well. Because Paul Heyman comes into the ring and tries to count the 3 for Rob. 1, 2. Rob. Paul, how could you do this?
I was thinking to myself, too, this had to be the time when he would do, like, the betrayal, because isn't this also around the time when, like, Brock Lesnar's coming back and then he betrays
no.
Big Show?
No.
Am I thinking of a different timeline?
That was like a couple of years earlier.
That was before, right? Okay. So then, like, it made sense to me that it just made sense to me that if anything was going to happen, Paul Heyman was going to fuck it up. Just because I know that they have history.
Yeah.
It's weird to think when you sit back that Big Show is like an OG Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, from like 2003. Yeah, that's when it happened. So like it was like a while ago. But yeah, the crowd did not like that. They knew kind of that was going to happen, so they were ready. They start throwing all their trash into the ring.
So much beer.
So much beer.
So much beer.
Every time I throw up the fucking beer. There's everywhere. Big Show looks like he's just standing there. He looks like he shit his pants full of doo-doo. Like
I thought I was gonna zoom in on his face and he was gonna do one of them ugly cries.
No ugly cry, except for the fans as they are chanting, "This this is bullshit." Essentially,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to feel right now because SmackDown is in the shitter. Raw might be the best show right now, and ECW is really bad, like really bad. It's fun to
I don't
watch,
know.
but as a product, it's just embarrassing. It's like this is what
Yes,
why would
that
you
I can
guys
agree with.
why would you guys do this?
It's you know, we're really hitting the pinpoint of Vince just being drunk with the fact that there is just nothing that can compete against his work.
Yeah.
So like it really is the early stages of being able to get away with anything. And I can only imagine what it would have been like at the time in the back for a lot of these guys, you know. Especially like your ECW people. I just can't imagine the frustration that must have went into it, especially for RVD, especially for Sabu, you know.
I mean, Sabu was relegated to the dark match, and he's been on every episode so far.
That's what I mean.
He did get a vignette, and it was very shaky. It was very shaky. Like they were like, "Hey, Sabu, what you got?" He's like, "I'm gonna kill somebody." He's like, "Okay, Sabu, sick. Is that real? Like, is this real? Is this is this a vignette or they just woke
Did he
him
take
up?
this over? What is happening?
What's happening here?"
I don't know, man. If anything, I can only just describe this as distasteful.
Yes.
That's what I feel like these shows have been. It's the same with like SmackDown too. It's just very distasteful because again, like they have the ability to say whatever they want wildly enough, and they have the ability to just kind of do whatever bare minimums enough to kind of fill up the card.
Yeah.
And then the pacing just hasn't made any fucking sense, man.
This is like the most concise episode of ECW we've seen, and it's still not good.
It's still not good. And in fact, even though it kind of shows that you could still have like a good wrapped up story, because just the idea of RVD trying to like prove to himself or to the crowd or to whatever, you know, whatever we can kind of make up. In reality, he was pissed, but for storyline, believing that he can, you know, be the guy that can still be the face of the company.
That's not the way.
So we can still have this concise story, but then we have nothing to like live off of. We have two matches that go off the same, and then we have
it was so similar
the Kelly shit
that I didn't even notice when I was watching it until I try to talk it over and go, wait a minute, I just said the exact same thing.
And it's just kind of troubling. I'm not really looking forward to a whole lot of what this show is gonna have, other than CM Punk though. I really do think CM Punk is gonna be the real diamond in the rough. And I'm excited to see how Tyler is going to fall in love with CM Punk by the end of this.
Maybe they'll change my mind. CM Punk.
Maybe it'll change your mind.
The prime of CM Punk.
Hey, I mean, I watched it live. I did like CM Punk at one point, so we'll see. We'll see
what
happens.
We'll get the juices back at you.
Oh no.
What did you think of the show,
yeah,
Mike?
Mike, what
like overall thoughts? for your ECW experience?
I mean, for it being like my first time seeing ECW since I was, I want to say 8 years old. I would say overall, the experience was enjoyable. It's just that a lot of the matches just didn't make sense to me.
Just a lot of squash matches,
and it was just like it just didn't feel like the matchups were proper. If that makes sense.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. They don't make any sense. Why is Guido? I get it. Maybe he's not little anymore. But why is Guido going against this fucking behemoth like Mike Knox? Granted, maybe because between the two of them, Guido might be better. I couldn't say. This match didn't really help either of them. But I agree. Like the matchups also have just felt off. And again, like no one here feels like they have the ability to be extreme. Yeah, especially like something that makes them worth being on this program.
We had Kurt Angle, who was hot going in. He was the #1 draft pick. This was supposed to be the new breed with Kurt Angle and Big Show and Rob Van Dam. And now Kurt Angle's gone. Allegedly. I don't know for sure. He might show up, but like it seems like he's not coming back at this point.
He's most likely not.
He wasn't even mentioned. He had that vignette last week where he was just pouting, and then he lost that match, and it seems like that was it. He's just done. He's gone.
And it kind of felt like a farewell too, like a weird farewell when you think back to his promos and stuff.
It's so bizarre.
I really did miss Kurt Angle. What about you though, Ty? Like overall, what are your final thoughts? What did you think of this one?
We're gonna get real depressed for a while. We got Big Show as champ. We're all testicles here, so I guess we know that Tessa's the GOAT, and Mike Knox is hated by everybody, and Kelly shit needs to stop. And if I gave it a rating, it'd be like a D, like not a D plus, D, really bad.
I would sit there with you, probably also if this was a grading system type of thing for sure. Um, I don't see myself like if I lived in this decade with WWE wanting to ever really come back to the program if this is what I saw.
Yeah, we hate wrestling.
We
Fuck wrestling.
Wrestling sucks actually.
But we do actually do love Kelly. It's okay.
It's a,
Yeah, Kelly as a person, fantastic.
We're gonna get Mike and Nico on the same pod so they can talk about their love of Kelly. I mean Kelly. Oh wait, no. Ah shit.
You messed it up.
Ah shit.
What the fuck, guy?
You done goof.
We've been extremely sideways. Does that sound good yet?
Yeah.